꽃을 손대지 않았다. 투정하는 아이들 가난한 습지에서 지겹게 외로운 나를 아무 말 없이 쳐다보며 산다. 아무것도 아닌 불, 아무것도 아닌 꽃, 나는 무심히 무심히 아무것도 아닌 불, 아무것도 아닌 꽃, 꽃이라 부르지 못하고 바라만 보았다. 아무것도 아닌 풀, 아무것도 아닌 꽃, 바라만 보았다. 아무것도 아닌 풀, 아무것도 아닌 꽃. 네, 감사합니다. 웃자 미치도록 웃자 누구냐 하면 예수, 석가, 소크라테스, 공자 그리고 우자에서 오대석인이구나. 하루 온종일 허파에 바람든 놈처럼 웃음으로 시작해서 웃음으로 끝나는 뒤 쓸개 빠진 놈처럼 비실 웃고 길 가는 사람들은 뒤 코웃음도 짓고 쫙 입 찢어지도록 너털웃음 짓고 배고프고 아플 땐 헛웃음도 짓더라. 세상사 공수래 공수고 여기 오신 여러분들 근심 걱정 다 때려놓고 한바탕 웃어라 봅시다. 사랑에 웃고 이별에 울고 가난에 울고 배불러 웃고 그렇게 아프고 그날 그떠냐 그렇게 재미나고 신나다느냐 웃자 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 터너라 치거라 벗어버리자. 좋다 웃자 웃자. 남해용왕 의원 득병하여 아무리 약을 써도 백약이 무효라. 이때 용왕 꿈에 실력 나타나 토끼간이 제약이라 일러주니 이 말들은 용왕 별주부에게 명하기를 토끼를 잡아오너라 허니 이 말들은 별주부 말 허게를 난감하네 난감하네. 박수. 어디요 육지가 어디요 토끼가 누구요 어찌 생겼어 그놈의 간을 어찌 구한단 말이요. 나나나나나나나나나 난감하네. 헌실소 명예실소 벼슬도 실소 세상에 나가긴 더욱더 실소 어찌 저 험한 세상 간단 말이요. 아이고 불쌍한 내 신세야 난감하네.
어찌었든 이리하여 별주부 세상에 나오시니 정신없이 토끼를 찾아다닐 적은 어느 날 저 멀리 커는 언덕기는 쫑긋이고 방긋 아 저놈이 바로 토끼였다. 이에 별주부 하는 말이
아이고 터 선생 정말 반갑소. 아는 용궁소 별주부이요. 용왕님께서 큰 상 주신다 하니 짜짜짜짜짜짜짜짜 용궁 갑시다.
거리엔 산의 진미 넘쳐나고 건물은 모두 황금으로 지었고 게다가 벼슬까지 하실 것이니 나 용궁 가서 구경하느리지나.
안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Thursday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-diplomacy, K-food, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that with my co-host Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa. And hello to everyone joining us today on The Culture Wave. I'm Bella, back again to co-host and fill you guys in with the latest in K-entertainment.
We've got a packed show today, Bella, right?
Definitely. I can't especially wait for our connection to Ottawa, Canada, where I'm from.
And also where our guest from Hallyu People is from as well.
Definitely.
And he's a content creator that even my mom is a huge fan of, who likes to make cucumber kimbap. That's referring to my mom and this content creator. So that's coming up in the latter part of the program. But first, it's Bella time, which means K-entertainment news. So let's start off with a new movie premiering in Korea.
That's correct. Directed by a Korean-Japanese director, Lee Sang-il, Japanese film Kokuho, which means National Treasure in Japanese, will premiere in Korea. The film became box office sensation in Japan, drawing over 10 million viewers in about 100 days after its release. With this feat, director Lee is the first Korean director to hit 10 million viewers in Japanese film history. Kokuho, based on the novel of the same name by Japanese author Yoshida Shuichi, tells the story of Kikuo, a boy born into a Yakuza family during Japan's period of high economic growth, who is adopted into a family of kabuki actors. He devotes his life to mastering the intricate art form and eventually becoming a celebrated kabuki star. The film stars top Japanese actors including Yoshizawa, Yokohama Ryusei, and Watanabe Ken. Kokuho will premiere in Korea on November 19th.
Impressive to see for a Korean-Japanese director to reach such a milestone in Japan. But now, Bella, let's continue with another story on a film. And this time it's a drama that's turned into a film, or the other way around, is it? A drama into a film.
Okay. Yes, it is. K-drama Splash Splash Love, or Pongdang Pongdang Love in Korean, is heading to the movie theaters for its 10th anniversary. The drama is a fantasy romance that aired back in 2015, where a high school senior who has given up on math, Danbi, falls in love with the king Do after being transported to a drought-stricken Joseon on the day of the college entrance exam. The drama got much love due to its unique wit and also the chemistry between the main actors Yoon Do-jun and Kim Sil-gi. To celebrate its 10-year anniversary, Lotte Cinema announced that it will screen the theatrical version titled Splash Splash Love, the movie, and it will combine the two-part series of Splash Splash Love into one film. Splash Splash Love, the movie, will be released exclusively at Lotte Cinema on October 9th for only 2 weeks.
I love how we say splash, splash, love and
Splash,
pongdang, pongdang, love. And last but not least, let's talk about music. A boy group has released a new album.
That's correct. K-pop boy group The Kingdom released their special album, The Kingdom, The Flower of the Moon, or Hwaworga in Korean, on Tuesday. This new album is actually not an official album, but an album paying tribute to their fans, the Kingmakers. The special album combines Korean traditional music, Mirang Arirang, with K-pop and consists of 4 tracks in total, including the title track, The Flower of the Moon. The group said it all started actually here at Arirang TV, where they incorporated the Korean folk song Arirang into their special performance. The Flower of the Moon is out, so make sure to check it out.
Wow, so interesting to see the combination of traditional Korean music with K-pop. Well, thank you very much, Bella, for that, and stick around.
Will do.
And now let's turn to our AI anchor, Ari, for more on the culture front. Ari?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Seoul will host the 2025 Seoul Intangible Cultural Heritage Festival at Namsangpor Hanok Village this weekend. Marking its 15th edition, this year's festival was inspired by a wedding decree issued on the 15th year of King Jeong-ji, which outlines procedures and ceremonial formats for weddings. The event will revive Joseon-era wedding feasts, offering visitors a vivid experience of Korean traditions. Throughout the festival, Intangible cultural heritage holders and practitioners will showcase performances and demonstrations, while traditional craft workshops and liquor tasting will also be offered. More information and reservations are available at seoulmaster.co.kr. Suwon Hwasong Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, will kick off 3 major autumn festivals from this Saturday through next month. First, the 62nd Suwon Hwasong Cultural Festival will feature diverse programs such as a grand water show inspired by a Joseon airboat game and a palanquin race, along with a global village, offering traditional costume experiences for international visitors. Suwon's second signature fall festival is the reenactment of King Jeongji's royal parade, which traces the route from Changdeokgung Palace to Yungneung Royal Tomb, accompanied by traditional music and dance. Third is the Suwon Hwasong Media Art Festival, which will highlight King Jeongji's dreams with colorful light installations, reflecting the king's vision of a harmonious society. Marking the 10th anniversary of painter Chung Kyung-ja's passing, a major retrospective of her works has opened in Seoul. The Seoul Museum in Jongno-gu District is hosting the exhibition titled The 101st Page of My Sad Legend, running through January 15th next year. The exhibition brings together around 80 paintings created by Chung from the late 1940s to the 1990s, exploring Chung's life and works across 7 distinct themes. Chung Kyung-ja is widely regarded as one of Korea's most prominent female artists of Korean modern and contemporary art, celebrated for her vivid yet delicate colors and unique artistic sensibility. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
South Korea's largest international film festival, BIFF, is wrapping up this week in the southern port city of Busan. While many legendary filmmakers have visited, our culture correspondent Park Gun-woo sat down with the country's oldest active director.
79-year-old director Jeong Ji-young received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Busan International Film Festival, but he admits the moment was bittersweet.
At first, a bit sad. I got to think of my age, which I didn't before, and I'm not that incredible, so was a bit embarrassed. I just lived as who I am, making movies. I just hope people don't treat me differently after winning the award.
Jeong has spent decades making films, often under challenging circumstances, but he shared where his continued passion comes from.
Honestly, I just did it, and I was fortunate over the years. Many fellow directors who started with me aren't making films anymore. Opportunities come if you work hard. Of course, everybody does their best.
He said he was lucky again to raise funds through a public campaign to work on a new project set to be released in theaters next April.
I am proud of making the first popular film about the Jeju, April 3rd incident, which has usually been made in indie or documentary films in the past. I thought the incident doesn't have a precise name because people call it in their own way. The title is My Name Is, hoping it helps find its identity.
He also praised the talent of Korean movie makers amid the recent global popularity of Korean content.
Koreans are naturally talented. In the past, it took a lot to make an actor. These days, if we help them a little, their potential is fully realized. There's so many great actors now. It's all about developing that talent.
Despite that, he spoke about challenges the Korean film industry is also facing, including shrinking audiences at theaters.
지금 한국 영화 산업이 위기라는 지적들이 있습니다. 이 상황을 어떻게 바라보시는지 또 앞으로 어떻게 극복해야 된다고 보시는지 궁금합니다.
Korean culture is trending globally, but to be honest, its roots are shallow. As in the past, we were colonized by Japan, and after the Korean War, we absorbed American culture. So arts policies need to strengthen the foundation and preserve our cultural heritage.
Stressing the need for governmental support, he added scholars need to study on how to make greater policies. But he also rejected the idea that Korean cinema must dominate the world like Hollywood.
Around 20 to 30 billion won is spent on Korean blockbusters. Hollywood films are almost 10 times that. But culture is for exchange, not domination. We need African movies. We need Latin American. Dominating the world with soft power isn't what we need to pursue.
And at the end of the day, director Jeong says he'll keep making films non-stop unless the audience stops wanting him. But even if so, Jeong says he'll keep working on film-related projects until the final scene of his life. 박건우, 아리랑 뉴스, 부산.
Sometimes you need to eat an entire cucumber. Have you heard of this line before? If so, you might be one of Logan Moffitt's 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube, or 2.1 million followers on Instagram, or the last time I checked, 7.2 million followers on TikTok. The Canadian influencer is famous for his cucumber salads and Korean recipes. Now for today's Hallyu People segment, we're delighted to connect to the foodie sensation. Hello, Logan.
Hi, Logan.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Culture Wave. Now, Logan, you are known as the cucumber guy, and in Korea, fans like to call you 도장금, like the Joseon Dynasty cook 장금이 in the famous K-drama 대장금. Were you aware of that nickname, though, 도장금?
I was, yeah, I heard about it through social media, actually.
Okay, great. So, Logan, but let's hear from you. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Logan. I'm a content creator. I've been making videos on social media for about 4 years now. I mostly post cooking recipes, travel content, and lifestyle. And as you guys might know, I'm a big fan of cucumbers as well as Korean culture.
Wow, great. And now we want to start off with, where it all began. Tell us about your first video that involved making Korean food. What was behind the idea? When was it? And how was the response?
Yeah, I think my first time posting about Korean food was in early 2021. I was trying a lot of different pre-made kimchis and having different mixtures, like having it with like sesame oil and rice and cucumbers. and I saw that there's a lot of people who were excited about Korean food and kimchi in particular, just like me. So I thought I might as well try and make it myself at home. I did make kimchi back when I was like around 12 years old or maybe 13 years old, but I completely messed it up. I used all the wrong ingredients and I never even tried it. So I thought, why not revisit making kimchi at home?
Wow.
Wow. Well, you just mentioned it. I was actually going to ask you, when was your first try at making Korean food? So that was when you were 12, when you tried to make kimchi?
Yeah, I was very young when I made kimchi for the first time.
So how did you think of making kimchi at that age?
I spent a lot of time learning how to cook on YouTube. So I really liked the YouTuber Mangchi, and she taught me a lot of the ways of cooking that I know now. So she is where I learned how to make kimchi.
Interesting.
Nice. Very interesting. Can't forget kimchi when it comes to K-food. So you're making a lot of Korean food on your videos, of course, and I'm sure you eat Korean food on a daily basis as well. What is it to you that's so appealing about Korean food? I mean, what's your favorite Korean food? We have to hear what your favorite one is out of all the dishes. Or what was the most successful Korean dish you've ever made?
I think the Korean food is so appealing because it's such bold flavors. Like, it's so exciting as soon as you put it in your mouth. Like, it's so like vibrant and full of flavor. So I think that it makes it really appealing to a lot of people, and that's personally why I like it. But the most recent successful Korean food that I made was probably kamjatang. I made that for dinner tonight, like a couple hours ago, and I just uploaded the video. So if anyone wants to see that, it's there. But it was such a success. Like, I thought it was harder to make, but it was actually so simple. I found the dried radish leaves and the perilla powder, and it was so delicious.
I actually did check out that video, and I was gonna say, wow, is that kamjatang you made? Because I never tried to make kamjatang at
I've
home.
never tried it
You usually
either.
go to
No.
a restaurant to eat kamjatang in Korea.
It's pretty tough recipe, but hearing
Wow.
from you.
Yeah, I've never had it at a restaurant before.
Oh, you never had kamjatang at a restaurant before?
I've only ever had it at a restaurant, just never at home. So it was really exciting.
Okay, yeah, that's
Right.
what even the regular Koreans, you know, do. They go to
Definitely.
restaurants to have that food. So, okay. But aside from Korean food, Logan, you're known for your love for cucumbers and especially for making cucumber salads. And one of the videos is extremely popular. That's a cucumber salad made with a Korean-style recipe. I heard that even in some countries or cities, there's a shortage of cucumbers because of your video going so viral. So Logan, here's my question. Why cucumbers? Why not carrots? Why not broccoli? Why is it cucumbers?
I always say I think that I've been a cucumber fan since literally birth, since the day I was born. So I've always loved cucumbers. I always took them to school to have as a snack. And even before the cucumber salad videos I was posting, I was making those same salads at home, just not posting it. And then one day I just decided to share my love for cucumber salads with the world. And I'm so happy that everyone else liked them as much as I do.
Happy about that as well. I'm also a big fan of cucumbers, by the way. I love your recipes. But Logan, let's now shift over from food to beverage. You recently became an ambassador for a Korean soju brand. So why do you think they chose you, and how do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's honestly such an honor to be chosen as Soonhari's most recent ambassador. I'm a big fan of soju. I have been for a while now, so it feels very rewarding, and it's an honor to be associated with such a amazing, iconic soju brand. And I'm so excited to make lots of recipes with soju and enjoy Soonhari all the time.
Nice. And as an ambassador of soju, we of course have to ask you, what's a good food to pair it with? So do cucumber dishes go well with soju, Soonhari, as well?
I think that they would, honestly. I was thinking about a combination, and I think that if you made like a cucumber kimchi, I feel like that would go really well with grape soju.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
And maybe in the future, we might even have a Logan-style cucumber-flavored soju of that brand.
Looking forward to that.
Incredible.
Yes.
So usually, when you drink Korean alcohol beverages or any other alcoholic beverages, do you also like to combine that with Korean food?
Yeah, I think that Korean food is honestly like the best pairing for drinking and eating. So I love like gopchang because when you have it with soju, it just tastes even better. So Yes.
Okay, Logan, you just mentioned 곱창, and quite recently, I think you were in Seoul. You made a visit to Korea, and you were actually having 곱창 in the Kyode area, which is pretty near our station here, actually. So 곱창, of course, being intestines. And so tell us about your visits to Korea and to which cities you have been, and what's your go-to food when you go to these places?
So I've so far been to like Jeju and Busan, but most exciting I think that I went to was last summer. I got the chance to film a YouTube series with Jeonma. It was called Grandma, and it's on YouTube. But I went to the real Korean countryside with my sister and my friend from home, and we went to this very remote island called Imjedo, and it took a long time to get there, but it was so amazing. We fished for eels and cooked on the island and climbed a mountain. It was really amazing, and I just love the countryside of Korea.
Wow. So you did recently visit Korea, and the K-wave is spreading around the globe with, of course, K-pop Demon Hunters, we have to say, of course, directed by Maggie Kang, who's Korean-Canadian. Hansik is now becoming more and more popular around the world. For people who are just kind of getting interested in Korean food, kind of getting into Korean food, what recommendation do you have for them?
I think that a Korean food that like anyone would like, you have to like it, I would say is kimchi pancake. And then if you want to make it even better, add some pork belly inside and then some cheese on top. I think that just sounds amazing. So you should try that.
Wow, I'm getting hungry.
That might be my menu for today.
Definitely.
But Logan, if you could give us a hint on your next content that you have in mind, or something that you really wanted to try out and have not done yet.
I think maybe my next content idea would be ponytail radish kimchi. I've had it a lot and I really like it, and I know that it is like kind of a unique type of kimchi, so I think that I would want to try making a ponytail radish kimchi.
Wow.
Sounds fantastic.
Looking forward to that.
That's all the time we have, Logan, for today. Thank you so much for connecting with us. And maybe on your next trip to Korea, we'd love to have you in the studio with us.
Yes.
That would be so amazing. Thanks for having me on tonight, though, guys.
And also, could you do me a favor and do the cucumber opening for us one more time, please? I mean, I did it before. I want to hear it from you.
Sometimes you need to eat an entire cucumber.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Logan, for connecting with us today, and keep in touch.
Thank you, Logan.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. And thank you, Bella, as always. Have a cucumber today. And see you back next time.
Yes, I'll see you back next time.
Well, sometimes you need to eat an entire cucumber. And for your daily dose of K-culture issues, tune in to The Culture Wave again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Korea time. Thanks for watching.
이어온 우리의 지혜가 제천에서 다시 태어났어. 세대를 관통한 선조들의 건강 빅데이터. 빅데이터. 우리의 삶과 들에서 자란 천연물은 단순한 재료가 아니야. K-내추럴. 한국인의 정체성을 담은 바로 살아있는 역사지. 천년의 처방이 첨단 기술과 만나는 순간. 글로벌 천연물 시장의 중심 제천에서 2025년 9월 20일부터 10월 19일까지 천년의 지혜를 담은 미래를 만나봐.